Hey everybody, it's Ron, and today I'm going to do a little review for Book 1 of Batman 3 Jokers by writer Geoff Johns and artist Jason Fabok. So this premise of having 3 Jokers goes all the way back to when I was still buying comics regularly during the New 52, and I stopped right around the time of the Darkseid War, but I remember the issue where Batman is sitting in the Mobius chair and he asks who the Joker's identity is, and we don't get to find out what was said, but he has this shocked look on his face. So then you cut to that Rebirth one shot, and that reveals that there are actually 3 different Jokers. Geoff Johns has been teasing this for years, and we finally have the first issue now, and it's great. I've been very critical about most of the current day comic book pros, and there was an incident on Twitter not too long ago about a certain variant cover at DC that made me just cancel my DC app. I was just done with everything DC. I've really had enough of a lot of pros and their attitudes online, so I almost didn't buy this, but then I thought to myself, if the premise is good and both of the creators seem like nice guys, I think I should reward that behavior by at least picking it up. So the book is $6.99 and it's 50 pages. It's a great quality book that also comes with a nice Joker card, so I basically couldn't say no to this. So there you go, DC. You put out an interesting story with a great presentation, and it got me back into the store for the first time in a really long time. And it's sad because this used to be the norm, but every year the comic book industry gets more infected with people who would rather cause drama than work hard and put out great books like this. And it sucks, because I used to love going to the shop every Wednesday. So anyway, this book is fantastic, and it has a style very close to The Killing Joke with the panel layouts, and that's obviously on purpose. I know that Jason Fabok is a huge Brian Bolland fan, and you could tell that he's influenced by him, but he still has his own distinct style. This is definitely some of his best work. He draws my favorite looking Batman and Joker in years. You could tell he put a ton of work into each panel, and the writing is also top-notch, which isn't a surprise coming from a comic book legend like Geoff Johns. The story is pretty simple to start. You have 3 different Jokers committing crimes around Gotham all at the same time, and Batman, Batgirl, and Red Hood are trying their best to put a stop to it and figure out which one is real, even though they don't know that all 3 of them are the real Joker. I'm pretty sure Batman does know this, but he doesn't come out and say it just yet. It's a great mystery that we're thrown into. I want to know why this is happening, and it's fascinating to see different eras of the Joker working together. I can't think of a threat more dangerous to Batman than 3 versions of his best villain, and that's why this comic did such a good job hooking me in. I usually look for signs if a book like this is in canon or not, but I just said who cares and went along with it, because there's so much classic Bat history in this book that it feels like all the greatest eras all count in this story, and that's enough for me. Jason Todd gets the most heavy scene in this issue at the end because of what happened to him in Death in the Family, and we finally see him snap and shoot Joker in the head, which is pretty shocking. I'm not sure if he actually killed him, and there will be only 2 Jokers left for this miniseries if that's true, but I guess I'm gonna have to find out when book 2 comes out. I hope it's not too long of a wait because they hooked me in and I have to get them all now. So there you go, DC, once again. You got me for one more book, but I'm not sure if I'm fully coming back, especially with everything that's going on right now. Bottom line is that this book made me feel good after I read it. It brought me back to the days of buying comics and getting great escapist entertainment every week. I haven't looked at the actual numbers, but I bet this is DC's most successful book in a really long time. I just hope they see that and go in this direction more in the future. So I definitely recommend checking it out, but I also understand if you're done with mainstream comics as well. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you're digging the content, and thanks for watching.